Hey friends, welcome to the Glow Getters podcast. My name's Kayla Fahey-Ahrndt, but you can call me KFA because nobody can say that last name. I teach and inspire leaders to step into their power, productive selves, and unlock their fullest potential. I'm a multi-passionate creative and scientist who climbed to the top of the healthcare leadership ladder by age 28, making six figures as a manager. I share what I've learned that I wish I knew when I landed my first leadership role at age 25. You can find more from me on my Patreon site at patreon.com/KFA Glowgetters. Okay, now on to the show. Hey everybody, thank you for joining me in this episode of Coffee with Kayla. I'm really excited that you're here today. So I wanted to jump on here and share my experience about the Start Today journal by Rachel Hollis. So I had seen one of my girlfriends, Jenny, if you're listening, thank you, consistently share that she journals every morning to really note her gratitude, but also this journal helps you plan your 10 dreams that you want to make happen, that you are going to make happen in the next year. And I think the thing that's really hard for me, I'm a creative person, and I'm also a big picture person, which means I always have like a ton of ideas. And what I've learned about myself over the years is that I have so many ideas that I don't always follow through on all of them. I definitely take action on some of them, and I've been able to move myself forward to have a successful career as a healthcare manager, and also, be successful in different areas of my life and find joy. But also, like, I have so many ideas that I would love to flourish a little bit more. Like, for example, I love doing art, and I'd like to do it more, but I don't do it consistently. Or, I really want to write a leadership book, and I keep saying, 2019, I'm going to have written a leadership book. Well, I haven't done that yet, right? So how do I focus in on the goals that I want to make happen? So I just wanted to share my experience with you guys because I jumped on the Black Friday sale on, I think actually it was Cyber Monday sale on the Hollis & Co. website, and I bought my Start Today journal, and it was like $10. I got one for my mom too because I was really excited about it. So it has, I'm looking at the book right now, the journal right now, it has an introduction, it walks you through, and it says, you 10 years from now, have you ever thought about what the best version of you could look like, and what it is like? And she walks you through a really nice visualization. And there's 2 pages that say, in 10 years, I will be, so it's in a kind of an actionable, I will be, and I wrote down 39, which technically in 2020 I'll be 30, so in 10 years from then I'll be 40. So oh my gosh, that was a wake-up call for me, because I always think about, like, people say, like, you only have one life to live, and life goes by so quickly, and I'm like, yeah, I totally, but I always feel like a an old soul with a young body, and and when I thought to myself, you're going to be 40, I said to myself, oh, okay, this is legit now. This is legit. I need to, like, be serious. And I don't want to be unhappy and not do the things that I've always wanted to do, right? Not that I am unhappy, but, would I look back when I'm 40 and be like, I wish I had done this? I don't want that to happen. So I wrote, in 10 years, I will be a bright light, fueled by passion, have speaking engagements. I'm limitless. I'll have written a leadership book. I'll be debt-free. I'll be kind-hearted and empathetic and helping others do the heart work. Deeply in love, still dating my husband, a dance mom, or whatever she wants to be. So whatever Kate wants to be, right? So those are just some of the things I wrote. And then she walks you through this exercise, turning 10 years into 10 dreams. So talking about all these ideas, but then execution, she talks about how you really have to focus on one goal at a time, because otherwise it's just too many goals. And also the goals need to be SMART goals. So specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and then time-bound, right? So essentially that's the formula she uses. And using words like I have, like the present tense, instead of like going to, because going to is like the future, I might attain this. But when you say I have or I am, you're saying that like you have already attained the thing. So you're teaching your brain and your mind over and over to give you confidence to say, I am that person that I'm trying to be in 10 years, right? So 10 years, 10 dreams. And what I'm finding is that, I mean, obviously there's all these different tactics to reaching these different dreams and to making sure your vision's a reality, right? So one of the things that I did was like think about the person that I want to be in 10 years or that I'm going to be in 10 years and do like a kind of a meditation about it. Like think about all the spaces that I'm going to be in, what I'm going to look like. Like one of the things I thought about was my kitchen. Like we live in a home that was built in 1989, so it's a pretty new house, not brand new, but pretty new, but it's still got 80s linoleum, and I just, like, it's totally livable, and I'm grateful, and I'm so fortunate. But one of my dreams is to be in like a redone kitchen that's beautiful, and one of the things I picture is the bay window where we have our small table now, having like an eat-in breakfast, like a little nook there, and then having an island with stools where my kids can sit, where, you know, in the mornings, like when I make the breakfast, like maybe on Sundays, other than that, they can pour their own cereal, right? So that's something that I wanted to do. Okay, so 10 dreams that I made happen. So part of like when I think about my goal to be debt free, well, okay, if I'm debt free, then I can do this kitchen, right? So there's so many things, it's like a domino effect. So 10 dreams I made happen, then you just go ahead and write them down in the present. So I'll just share with you some of them. I am debt free. I have created a team of 100 or 1,000 leaders. I've actually changed it, so I'm going to talk to you more about that. I've written a leadership book. I have a top-rated and downloaded podcast. I am a present wife and mother. And one of my really favorite ones was, I am a joyful light radiating wherever I go. I am a glow getter, right? I love that. I said that I'm $1 million earner. I want to have earned $1 million doing my coaching business. I want to be a top 100 coach, which I think I can be more than that, but that's what I put. I'm sure that will change. And I'm a creative spirit with limitless ideas and actions. I made sure to put actions on the end of that, right? Okay. So now that I have created the goals, essentially, the dreams that I want to make, that I made happen, what you do is every day there's a page. You write down the date, and then there's 3 headings. Today I'm grateful for, and then there's 5 spaces for you to write things you're grateful for. The second heading is 10 dreams I made happen. So you write those 10 things. They're essentially affirmations. All of mine are I am statements. And then the third section is the goal I'm going to achieve first. So for me, I want to be debt free. So I have some medical bills from my ectopic pregnancy that I wanted to pay off, and I really struggled. Like I remember in the office just a month ago, the receptionist was like, well, before we can see you today, like you need to pay your bill. Do you know how much you owe? And I was like, oh my God. And I've been putting off paying it because there was so much shame around wanting to pay that bill because I was so upset. And it was like $900. And I like knew we had money in our checking, but I was so worried about like mismanaging that and just like not knowing, like not feeling comfortable with that because, you know, I had been trying to hold the family together while my husband had some time off until he started a new job, and he's doing very well now. We're doing very well, but I gave her my credit card and I was like up to the limit, which is so crazy. I don't have a huge limit, but it was like, oh my God, a wake-up call. Like, I have student loans. I have to pay this stuff. Like, I make decent money. I should be able to pay that. And what's been cool is I've been doing this journal for 10 days. And I had a little bit of that wake-up call, like when I had to pay that bill, like a little over a month ago. And I started moving my business forward. And you guys, in December, I made about $500 from my coaching biz. And I was so happy because you know what? Every day I will journal on this. I am debt free. And the goal that I wanted to achieve first, I wrote, I am debt free. Pay down your credit cards. Make an extra $500 a month. And I did that because I manifested it, because every day it was an actionable goal that I told myself, like, I am the person that does this work to help people, and I can make $500 and I'm going to pay it off. So I'm just happy to say, like, I paid that bill off, which is just so cool. And ever since, like, you know, I think growing up, we didn't have a lot of money, and so money's very touchy for me. We never talked about it in really a positive way. It was all fine, but it was more like, don't ask for extra things, right? That's at least how I felt. I'm sure my parents could have made it work, but I never wanted to. I know my brother and sister were younger and they might ask for things, but like I was the kid that like was older and saw my mom, doing the bills at the kitchen table. So I don't, all the stories I tell myself is like, oh, you don't have the money, but it's funny because it's like I do. So I sat down and this goal forced me to like create a plan for my bills a little bit more. I always do a budget, but it's very much a monthly budget. And I was like, no, I need to be looking at this every week, honestly, or like every 2 weeks when I get paid. And so I realized like I can pay this. So I'm already almost done paying down that card and I paid for the hospital bill. Like it's totally fine. So it just helps you flip your mindset, really is what it's doing. So some examples, though, to go back to the 3 sections, today I'm grateful for. The first day I wrote that Kate, this is December 16th, Kate is getting better after an ear infection, the coaching opportunity to help others and lead. I'm grateful for meeting new people at the Health East side. So I'm at my hospital job helping others from a different health system that we just combined with. And I got to meet so many cool people and it was amazing to feel their energy. I put my marriage, we've grown and we love so hard. And then warm clothes and boots. Why is it so cold here? The next day I wrote, I'm grateful for my comforting husband holding my hand last night, this new journal to help my mindset, a Christmas carol, reading the book together, DJing me and Kate, my new people on my team, Heather is my BFF and I'm able to connect with her via working out and seeing myself blossom as a dancer, my own dance studio one day, ? So it's really making me like think ahead, like things I never thought about before. Some other examples of what I said I was grateful for is systems to help me move forward. Like at work, it's paralyzing when there's so much on my plate, but I have my daily standard work, I time block, and I really practice reality-based leadership. So, thinking about like, what do I know for sure? What do I need to do? And how do I do that, right? In small chunks. Time to relax during the holidays. Kate's second Santa experience, best picture ever, right? She was crying. She was so excited to go see Santa. So she was like trying to run up to him while other kids were getting their picture taken. And I had to pull her back. But then when I put her in his lap, she just started crying. And it's just this cute pic. My parents visiting us, friends that bind together to bring joy to one another, prior to you, tribe. Right? My team. So, and there are days when it's hard. Like yesterday I was kind of upset when I woke up. Like we had a weird day. And so I didn't do this journal right away. And then when I sat down to do it, it actually helped me flip into the positive. I wrote like, I'm grateful for Kate waking up without a fever, the ability to try new things, my accountability group, this calming Dunn Brothers atmosphere, starting to love our home even more as I pay down my debt, and I'm starting to visualize what it will look like. So all in all, like I always thought I'm a happy person. I don't need personal development. I don't need to practice gratitude. I'm grateful. But what's cool about this is as I start doing it, I can look back at these things and be like, yeah, there's so many cool things happening in my life that maybe they were small and I would have forgotten about. Like I probably wouldn't have remembered, the fact that I wrote like, I'm grateful for my creativity. It gets me through ambiguous and tough spots. Or, that I went to Dunn Brothers and how like, wonderful that atmosphere was. Or I wrote, our loving Raleigh bear who cuddles in my spot in the bed, my dog. I get up to go to the bathroom and she's always laying in my spot when I come back. But I love it. She's so cute. So gratitude helps you flip your mindset. And then writing the 10 dreams I made happen as affirmations has really like told me, I am this person. And I've started to do things that trickle into other areas of my life that is helping me be a positive person, helping me achieve my goals. And like I said, helping me think of goals I never would have thought about before. Like maybe I should open my own dance studio one day. Like how cool would that be? And also like thinking about money, it's a positive thing, telling myself I deserve it. And, I've been writing, I'm going to make $500 extra a month from coaching. But the last 2 days I started to write, I'm going to make $1,000 a month from coaching. So I'm like, all right, like I can do this. And so I would really encourage you guys, if you have not gotten the Start Today journal, it's Daily Gratitude and Intentional Goal Setting by Rachel Hollis from the Hollis Co. Definitely grab it. This isn't like a paid episode. I'm not getting paid to talk about it. I just feel so motivated. The one I got is the one with the gold foil polka dots. I think that one was still in stock after the holidays, not sure, but they have like a marble one. I got my mom one that had a biblical quote on it. It's beautiful. I think that one's navy blue. So if you get a chance, check it out and watch for the sales, because that was an easy way for me to snag one. Okay, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. If you guys use the Start Today journal, check me out on Instagram at Kayla Fahey-Ahrndt, and I'd love to chat with you more about that and hear your experiences. All right, talk to you soon. Bye. Whoa, that went by way too fast. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of Glow Getters Podcast. You can get the bonus content for this podcast at my Patreon site at www.patreon.kfaglowgetters. And also you can check me out on Instagram at Kayla Fahey-Ahrndt. All right, everyone, until next time, be a light in the world. Talk to you soon.